Namaste. Welcome back to the new section of Sickness Freedom Challenge, Introduction to the Innate and the Higher Self. The Sickness Freedom Challenge is all about learning to activate the centralized process in the body which is meant to keep us sickness free, and we have never ever acknowledged the presence of such a power healer within us because we were never aware of the fact. We were never taught by our family members, by the ancestors. This knowledge was never passed on to the human being, a common human being. It was kept a secret, and this secret was supposed to come out during the Christ consciousness era. The fifth dimension of the Aquarius, which started way back in 2013, which meant that when the consciousness of the human mind will increase to balance with the consciousness of Earth, these modalities will surface and will bring about certain modifications and lifestyle changes and transformations into the lives of those who learn and practice. There is a divine timing to everything, and it has happened. The Sickness Freedom Challenge that we are going to do right now is all about learning to activate the healing process within the body which is meant to keep us sickness free. It's all about learning and practicing about certain self-healing techniques which, when imbibed, will keep you sickness free. The knowledge dates back to our Vedic scriptures, Indian mythology, methods, techniques by our saints and sages who practiced long lives, who observed long lives, healthy lives, not just for themselves, but others too, who came in touch with them. It's all about learning about this centralized process which is keeping you alive, the life force. It has got many names. You can call it the soul energy. You can call it the soul consciousness. You can call it the innate intelligence. You can call it the innate consciousness. You may call it by any name. I nicknamed it Atman. It resonates with me when I meditate. I call upon Atman, communicate with it to bring about changes at the level of my mind and body. So, the Sickness Freedom Challenge, when it comes to this chapter, Innate, it's all about using certain specific self-healing techniques to initiate contact with the innate and to open up certain channels of communication with the innate intelligence or the soul consciousness, and formulate certain phrases and commands based on this knowledge imparted to you and your consciousness. It's a combination of your learning this knowledge plus your consciousness which will create commands for you to be passed on to the innate, which lies at the quantum core level, the highest healing force of your body, to activate it and then bring about miracles as per your consciousness, as per your commands, as per your wishes and desires, based on what is deficient in the body at the level of mind and body. So, what is this soul consciousness? It's nothing but your own soul energy, which has been passed on from the source to you at the time of conception. The energy required for the growth of the fetus from the time of conception to a full grown body at the time of the delivery is derived from the source energy, and this energy within the fetus is nothing but the soul energy. It's been a part and parcel of this family, the soul family. Whenever a human being comes to planet Earth, acquires a body, the soul energy comes from your higher self, which is connected to the Almighty Source, the God, and it is the same energy of God which flows within you the time you are born. Before that, at the time of conception, this energy enters the fetus when it is formed at the time of conception, between the union between the spermatozoa and the ova. So I wouldn't be exaggerating if I call this soul energy as your best friend for life, because it's there for you all the time you have come to this planet Earth. Every time you have taken up a body, this soul consciousness has been a part and parcel of your existence. It's there for you all the time. And it's got certain healing powers. We'll be talking about it very soon. It's got tremendous powers. It is the genie within. It has got no energetic blocks. It is a spark of God within you, because it vibrates at the same highest vibratory frequency or energy of God, because it is the energy of God within your existence. So why not activate this healing energy? Why not get benefits by activating this healing energy, which is your existence, your soul family, ever since it is there, and you are there in different forms, in different bodies, different lifetimes. So it is your best friend for life, and has been with you during all the times the soul has had its journey on this planet in the temple called human body. All right? It is the soul energy, and is present not only in the cells, but also present in between the cells, the spaces between the cells, very tiny spaces between the cells. It is also present in each and every DNA molecule. It is also present between the trillions of DNA molecules. Here, the name of this soul energy changes. It is seen as an energetic field around the trillions and trillions of DNA molecules. And this field is nothing but the consciousness of the DNA molecule. It's called DNA consciousness. The techniques which I'll be giving you, formulating certain commands to communicate with the innate intelligence, will require the consciousness of your soul energy to be in alignment with the consciousness of the human mind. And this alignment of human mind consciousness should be in alignment with the consciousness of the cells, which should be in alignment with the consciousness of the DNA molecule. So there are 3 levels of consciousness. You need to balance all these 3 levels of consciousness at the mind, cell, and the DNA. And then only when you pass on your certain commands to activate the innate will be activated. There will be an opening up of certain communication channels between you and the soul energy, and the commands passed on to the innate at this time, when there is a balance between the 3 sources of consciousness with the soul consciousness, miracles will happen. The medical fraternity calls it spontaneous remissions. This can be used for emotional healing, for silencing the mind, for reprogramming the subconscious mind and activating the superconscious mind, the details of which are coming up in the next level, advanced level. You can utilize the soul energy, activated soul energy, the activated innate intelligence to bring about balance at the level of the chakra system. Your commands to each and every chakra, the knowledge of which will be imparted to you in the next levels. Here, there is only the basic aspect of what is required to be done to formulate certain phrases or commands based on the knowledge you are getting here. Knowledge about the normal energetic system, to tackle the abnormal energetic system with blocks at the level of the chakras, with blocks at the level of the meridians, the blocks at the level of the element system, at the level of blood, at the level of organ, all knowledge coming to you in different series, different levels. Stay tuned. So the innate is also the God within us, right? It is the highest healing power that we have in this temple called human body. Highest form of healing power. The scientists call this power as the quantum energy. We have different names for it because there is a segregation between spirituality and science, which eventually are going to come up. As per them, as per me, they are already a part and parcel of each and every aspect, right? It is the soul energy within, of course. It has many names, and you can call it by any other name apart from what we just discussed just now. So innate intelligence is you at the point of creation. Therefore, it is the true essence of who you are. It is your existence. It is your true core. And this true core of yours is present at the quantum core, at the level of the atom, at the level of the cells, in between the cells, at the level of DNA, in between the DNA. And there are communications between DNA, cells, and the mind because of the common energy flowing from the soul source to the cells, to the mind first, to the cells, and then to the DNA. We'll be talking about again and again. This aspect will be discussed again and again in the upcoming topics, chapters, levels. This is a part and parcel of your existence. Have you ever even bothered, ever in your lifetime before, to acknowledge the presence of such a big, huge, magnificent healing force within you? Did anyone tell you before to be aware of the fact that there is a healing force within you? All you have to do is just create communicating channels with it and ask. Yes, the innate intelligence is activated only and only when you ask for it. And you're going to do this in the form of guided meditation series, which I'm going to give you at the end of this chapter. You'll receive it. You have to ask the innate intelligence to act. This is based on your consciousness. And your awareness is the key. The knowledge that you acquire here, combined with the awareness or consciousness that you have regarding your soul, regarding the cells and the DNA and the mind, will bring about miracles in your health status. All you have to do is just activate this innate intelligence. See miracles. It's happening. It's happening in many people's lives right at the moment I record this video. It's been scientifically documented to bring about certain changes at the level of brain, at the level of the cells, at the level of the body. We'll be discussing about this very soon. So, the innate intelligence is influenced by experiences and memories that it carries from one lifetime to another lifetime, as and when the soul leaves your body and comes back into your body as a new soul energy at the time of conception, right? So each soul energy, that means, is carrying some amount of karmic account as it enters your body of all previous lifetimes. Correct? What are you going to do about the soul energy? The karmic account that it brings along, the karmic account of sickness it brings along, the patterns of sickness that it brings along and creates a storage in the memories of the cell, of the subconscious mind, in the memories of the DNA molecule that becomes a genetic imprint for sickness. This is what we have been doing. Programmed by the karmic account, we take certain decisions, we follow certain repeated patterns of sickness, which is very important to learn here. What are these repetitive patterns of sickness that we are creating in this lifetime, apart from what we are receiving from the past life through the soul energy, which is the innate intelligence? Are you alarmed by the fact that you are receiving patterns of sickness with each soul entry into your body? Yes, you should be alarmed, because you have done nothing so far to initiate contact with your innate. And you shouldn't, and after hearing this, you should not be alarmed. You should feel relaxed that these techniques will enable you to initiate contact with your innate intelligence to bring about changes in cellular memories, in the memories of the subconscious mind, in the memory of the DNA blueprint. So when you erase these memories of the subconscious mind, when you erase memories of the past life stored into the cells in the form of cellular memories, you also erase the memories of DNA. You also erase previous patterns of genetic imprint incorporated into your DNA molecule based on your past life. Whether this past life is your current life, few years back, or your past life. Innate intelligence is one such aspect which is considered to be the fourth dimension of healthcare. The fourth dimension wherein you can initiate contact with the innate, and the innate will respond only when you initiate contact with it. The best part is that the innate intelligence is programmable. Now, we can vouch on this fact that when the God's energy is entering the human body, it is the same energy of God. Have you ever seen or heard or read anywhere in ancient scriptures the God is falling sick, the God is resting because the God is sick? It has never happened. It should never happen to you also, because you also have the same energy of God within, the innate intelligence. So the good part is that there is good news. We are going to reprogram the innate intelligence with the techniques I'll be giving you at the end of this chapter, rather at the end of this section. How's that? Will you be practicing? Yes, you have to practice it. You have to practice it regularly, constantly, without any judgments, without any expectations, because these judgments and expectations will create problems in innate communication. What's written in the scriptures 5,000 to 10,000 years back is what you have to follow as a part and parcel of your protocol. That is it. All right. I hope this is not too much of a knowledge to you. I'm filled up completely, and it is my duty to deliver. Whatever is here should come out to you. Right? So, I also said it's the genie within. So when you reprogram the genie and feed it with certain commands based on your consciousness, which are positive, for a healthy life, the genie will respond. The only limiting factor to this fact is that we have never been taught to ask. Right? Have you ever asked your innate, for that matter? Have you ever asked your God, God, give me this, give me that? Because of the society and the traditions and the belief systems passed on to us from generations to generations, it is a sin and a part of weakness when we ask God. Let us get away from these repetitive patterns of creating the consciousness of luck, whether it is health, wealth, or any other aspect of us. Let us reprogram the innate now. Let us recalibrate the spirit within for a healthier life. Let us formulate commands based on the knowledge you have received here. I am just a medium. The guided meditation series that you will hear will be in my voice, based on my experiences and my consciousness. All you have to do is write down, jot down your own experiences your body is showing in the form of signs and symptoms, and remove them through formulation of commands and phrases which I am going to teach you. Activation of innate consciousness or innate intelligence is the key, and you have to ask for it. The law of attraction works here too. A baby is given a feed only when it cries. The mother doesn't know if the baby is hungry or not until and unless the baby cries. So where is the sin in asking your God what you want? The God will listen to it and provide you. What is this? Where is the barrier in you communicating with your innate intelligence, asking it to give you a good health? I don't see any limitation here. All you have to do is get off your cocoon. Get out of the cocoon of traditions and belief system and go for a new dimension in healthcare. Innate intelligence, activation, and communication. Once you activate your innate, next levels will show you how to speak to your cells, mind, chakra system, glands, blood elements, and organs of the body through innate intelligence. This is what different levels are all about, taking you slowly in a stepwise approach to where you belong. Right? So, little bit more we'll talk about innate. Innate is also your gut feeling. Imagine a situation you are in and suddenly you have a gut feeling. How does it come? Is it coming from your conscious mind, or is it coming from the subconscious mind? The gut feeling is always a part and parcel of the subconscious mind, which is governed by the innate energy, innate intelligence. And you have to program this innate intelligence through the intervention of a conscious mind. Little bit complicated, right? So, innate is your inner reflection. It has got much higher vibratory energy and vibration than you, similar to that of God. No energetic blocks. Powerful healer with all healing powers that you have. Just summarizing what we just spoke. It has got all the powers that you may desire to manifest. Start communicating with it regularly, without a break. It is synonymous with God, so it is also synonymous with the joy, peace, enlightenment. It is the highest. Vibratory energy of healing, of love, of God. Love is the highest healing force, as we know, and you have that force within you. Activate it. I'll be helping you. I'll be giving you those techniques how you can do it. Creating a bridge between spirituality on one hand and science on the other hand, and merging them. Your commands are the ones that are going to merge these bridges. I'm going to teach you that, and I'm really excited. I've spoken so much in depth and detail, giving you all my knowledge. Thank you for being there. So, on one hand, when the innate is in communication with the mind, the innate is also, on the other hand, on the other side, communicating with your higher self. Now, there's a continuous process of communication going on from the source to the higher self, from the higher self to the pineal gland, from pineal gland to your soul energy to the mind, mind to brain, brain to spinal cord, and to organs at the cellular level. So there is God's energy flowing through each and every aspect of our existence, right from the subatomic level to the organ level. How can you separate spirituality or spiritual energy with science? They are together already. The fourth dimension of healthcare has given us immense insights and in-depth knowledge about the intricate mechanism that is operating inside the body. Each human being has it. Each human being has consciousness as long as he or she is alive. All you have to do is use this consciousness, get going. I am there to help you out with the commands and the knowledge. 24/7 open channels, like you are going to create with the Innate. You already have those channels of communication 24/7 with me. Being a doctor, we don't have a sleeping time. Any time of the day, any time of the night, available for you. So the innate is your intrinsic part and a natural inhabitant of your body since birth. It is your partner for life who is willing to help you only and only when he or she, whatever you call it, is contacted for. So the mantra for this chapter is ask your innate to help you through your knowledge and consciousness, and I assure you, he is never going to let you down. All right. So this was in short about innate, and this has become the largest chapter of the whole section because this was necessary. It is all about activating the innate intelligence. So you needed to know in depth all about what is innate, your soul energy, your driving force, your existence, who's ready to listen to you when you speak. So let's imbibe this as a new lifestyle in creating a sickness-free life. Activation of this innate intelligence is the key. With the phrases and commands you make through your consciousness, through your knowledge, you will be creating spontaneous remissions inside your own body. A sickness-free life. A life where nobody is sick in your family. Probably you can use that money to go on a cruise ride with your family. Who knows? It can happen anytime. Yes. Emotional healing, spiritual healing takes little time. For disease eradication, yes, it takes time, and it depends on the nature and chronicity of the disease that you're dealing with. You can put on your queries in case of any disease, because medical meditation for different diseases is going to be a part of level 4, following which you will be able to facilitate the way I am doing it right now. So it's all a very detailed aspect, a detailed new aspect of a new dimension in healthcare, which is going to be not only curative but also preventive. If you start communicating and initiate and start communicating with your innate and activate it in time, you can use it for disease prevention also. How? You can put your queries in the boxes below and I'll get back to you. So one more aspect which I would not like to miss at this juncture. The soul energy, the innate intelligence, as we just said, is the spark of God within you, it's the genie within. That means it has got no judgments to what your demands are. We have been using this innate intelligence, rather misusing this innate intelligence out of our awareness and ignorance, because we do not know the effect of a spoken word or a thought, its acquisition by the innate and implementation without even knowing it. The mechanism of disease prevention is going to come up in next sections, wherein you will come to know how a disease will progress, and at the root cause level, the initiate picks up this energy and formulates certain pathways for this emotion to propagate inside the mind first, then blood, and then into the body. This is how the disease comes in, and it is the innate intelligence which is responsible for giving you sickness at the moment. All we have to do is reverse this aspect of our existence, start communicating with innate with more positive thoughts. Affirmations are definitely there to heal, but they take time. Innate intelligence, once activated, can be result-oriented process of healing with just one thought, one command passed on to the innate, if the innate is activated well enough by you. Practicing every day, regularly, following the protocol will help. Not following it as per the protocol will help you point out fingers at me, the blame game, the conscious mind. So do it as per the recommendations, the protocol, everything. Be sincere, be faithful, and see the results. All right. So this is all about innate intelligence, the innate. Next chapter we are going to come up very soon. We'll jump on to the next section now, which is all about the higher self, because it is important for you to understand how the higher self is connected to innate and how the innate circulates its energy into the body, right from the mind brain to the subatomic level. So I'll see you on the other side in the next chapter. Thanks for being there. Thanks for giving me a very patient hearing. I hope the knowledge passed on to you will work tremendously in achieving a sickness-free life. And this is all a part of the challenge that you have undertaken. So let's create a sickness-free life by activating innate intelligence. Thank you.